set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
There we go, back man. 180! Two jet. Hey, let's get there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 76 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go, get out there.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Prescott to throw it. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the red zone now, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Watch safety creeping. Sweat today.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check three. Under. Who's that? Is that yours?
Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give them 32 on the play. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And that will be incomplete. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Prescott to throw this time. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the slap.
Sunday.
Watch the slap.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
Mike, 48. In the face.
On second and 11 now. Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And it's third down.
280.
That's what I do.
81.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And
wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mike's 47.
Here we go. 46.
Stop here, D. Showing up.
Gun.
Here's Elliott. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
one thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second and 5 now. Prescott, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
I got you, boy.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On second down now, it's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Here we go.
Check 53. He don't know no better.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Check. 53 is the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch the pass.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Complete to Jason Witten. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
Check.
Go. Get out there. 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Forbath, the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 55 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Here we go again.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
47. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. 47. You can't block me. You can't block me. 26.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That would complete to Elliott. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
46.
At the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott completes it to Austin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Prescott on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Go, get out there, 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 36 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Here we go. Ready?
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Sunday. Bring it.
Working from the gun. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
46 down, man. 5-4.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the safety creep.
They go to Elliott again. And he's got some space here. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Let's go. On
1st and 10, Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. But it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Gun.
26.
Throwing. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
53 is the Mike. And what's that? Mike, 53. 53. Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
46.
53 is the Mike. 53. Check 53. Check. Let's go. And we got
26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
right here.
82.
Wentz now on first down. Ertz over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tight down. There you go. Hey, alert three. Shift.
5'9".
43.
Hey, Alpha.
43.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Prescott now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
27, 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Kill.
Let's go. Hey, we got 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home